Hello there, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a November 2022 reading for the sign of Capricorn. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. If this is your first time to tarot, wow. And if this is, if you are returning because you're one of my wonderful subscribers, thank you for coming back. Good to see you. Okay, so we're going to ask an open-ended question to see what's going on for Capricorn for November 2022. What does Capricorn need to hear or need to know for November 2022, please? Could be something going on here. I'll tell you. Sometimes I can tell with that shuffling. Okay, cards of advice, and then we'll get started. Cards of advice. Cards of advice. Oh, that's too many. That was funny. I almost put them down. It's almost like they were trying to trick me. Way too many, though. One more. There you go. Flipper. Okay. Well, you just completed some kind of major cycle that had to do with finances. It looks to me like it turned out pretty nice. Prosperity, abundance, all of that going on. That's an interesting card to start off with. The Four of Clubs and the Two of Diamonds. So the Four of Clubs just talks about things being real stable and secure in your home life, where the Two of Diamonds talks about investments. So I think you've invested in something that for sure has paid off with that Ten of Diamonds, but it's put you in this really nice, secure place. I don't know if you've invested in a property or some financial investments have paid off, although right now I don't think the stock market is doing particularly well, but depending on what part of the world you're in, maybe there's something else going on with that is just, it's kind of stabilized your lifestyle. Three of Spades, Seven of Hearts. Well, the Seven of Hearts talks about letdowns and disappointments, usually around somebody. It could have been something, but it talks about people not being reliable. And the Three of Spades kind of backs that up in that there's some worry and physical stress. It's a very odd combination. We have stability and finances and investments looking really nice, and stability at home. I didn't finish my sentence there, sorry. And then we have this, which is not real good in relationships. I'm not going to kid you. That's like, maybe your relationships are on the rocks right now. Okay, you have some unsettled energy going on, and you have the Magician card with this colorized Joker. I tend to see this as things being unsettled and up in the air, just like a Joker would be juggling. Magician card, though, if you're familiar with traditional tarot, it kind of talks about things unfolding or happening almost magically or by the hand of the universe, like you being dealt something that you weren't expecting. It's not something you had control. On the other hand, it could mean that you did take some action to make something happen. So let's go ahead and get some more cards for Capricorn for November 2022. Too many cards. Apparently there's a lot that wants to come out in one big chunk. Nope, that's not going to happen. Jack of Spades, though. This is about either a younger water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, and that person is not trustworthy even though you may not realize it, or you're just feeling a little bit cautious about something. I tend to see that card as actually being paranoid, but in this case I'm not feeling it's paranoia. It's about not trusting a situation or a person. Not sure if it's a person or a situation. I mean, it could very well have a lot to do with this. This is bad relationship juju over here. It's a mess. Whatever that is about. Let's see if we can get some more information though. Capricorn. What's Capricorn dealing with this worrisome, troublesome situation with relationships? I mean, the finances look nice, so I guess we could talk about that more, but yikes. So yeah, this is about some kind of major cycle completing, and this is a pretty major loss that you went through. You're probably still dealing with it. It's about kind of grieving and mourning and being still stressed about things, perhaps still wounded in a major way. However, that wounding, whatever form that takes in, it could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be, I don't know, regret. I heard regret. It's possible that's addressing this, like a breakup of some sort. On this side, this relationship wouldn't look that significant, honestly. This could be anybody or anything just kind of giving you a hard time, but this is like major. This is like major loss, like ugly divorce or death even. Somebody, although I'm not saying death because this is more about having your heart broken and somebody not being reliable. So I think you just went through some kind of major loss, or you're still dealing with that for sure. It's probably lingering on, and it will for a while. Anything else you can tell me about Capricorn? This is kind of a vague reading in a strange way. It's very two different things going on, but not giving me a lot of detail. With the Nine of Diamonds, though, it looks like something completed that is allowing you to take some kind of financial responsibility. This is like the stimulus check. So it doesn't mean you struck gold and now you're rich as hell, but you have some money coming in or has come your way where you can take care of some major things, whether it's large purchases, repairs, or paying off debt. Could have something to do with that loss if there was some kind of divorce. You know what I also just got? If you did lose somebody, unfortunately, they passed away, there could be some money that's coming out because of that. It could be life insurance. And this disappointment here, I don't know if it's a loss around somebody who was irresponsible, and that's where the heartbreak comes in. It's kind of like you knew somebody was going to pass away one day because of their behavior. Maybe they were a heavy drinker. Maybe they took a lot of other types of risks. Maybe they were a skydiver or something, extreme. And you're just like, I just hope it doesn't kill them one day, and it did. What else can you tell me, though? So you're able to take financial responsibility, and things look really nice there because they're wrapping up, or they have wrapped up, and you're stable, but you got a lot of heartache. Or at least there's some heartache here on the table. Six of Clubs. Yeah, so you're looking at options and opportunities here that are going to lead to some personal growth. What has transpired is leading to this personal growth. This personal growth could be in any area of your life, financially for sure. But I don't think that's what this is speaking about. This is going to be more emotional, mental, or spiritual. It's just putting you on a different emotional, mental level because of the experiences you've gone through. Experiences enrich us in ways sometimes that are unforeseen. They give us knowledge and experience that we can look back and say, before that happened, I didn't have this wisdom, right? I didn't have this experience I could look back on and help you in the future. Hey Capricorn, there was a break in the video. Sorry about that. I knew I should have changed my battery. I heard it go off right after I said the last thing I said. So, yeah, drawing on this experience, I was saying it's going to allow you perhaps to make better decisions in the future. Personal growth. Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice, because again, I also said a second ago, I'm not getting a lot of detail. I'm kind of getting a rundown of two very different things going on, but I think they are connected. The ending of a relationship, some stress around that ending, but putting you in a very nice financial place. Interesting. Okay, cards of advice. This is destined. This is fated. Yeah, that's what this Six of Spades is about. And it's also going to open up new doors for you, probably that aren't obvious yet how that's going to play out. But yeah, this is something that was destined to happen. You got another six. Good grief. Yeah, you're like full of options and opportunities with all these sixes out here. This is about having opportunities come up in relationships. It also means that you've dropped perhaps some baggage around the past relationship. Like that's over. You're actually at the point where you've grieved enough that you are getting in a new relationship wouldn't be a terrible thing. So keep that in mind. Five of Spades, though, that looks like there's going to be some disruption here in, I'm not sure what. This is usually about breakups. This is usually, again, about people splitting up, although it's not the split up card, but it's about unexpected events happening that disrupt your lifestyle for some reason. And it can involve travel. So I don't know if the travel could be a move, or it could be literally like suddenly you have to drop everything and go travel somewhere because somebody is ill or something like that, you know. Expect some kind of unexpected turn. Let's see what else we're going to pull out in the advice. And you do have some kind of decision you have to make. That's cryptic. Well, I guess with all these options and opportunities coming up, you're going to be making decisions, obviously, about which way to go. It's not necessarily about yes or no, or you know, it's not cut and dry necessarily like that. The decisions that could be involved here are just about which path you want to take, because each path is going to bring you to a different place, right? And nothing's, in the larger scheme of things, nothing's right or wrong. They're just going to lead you down through different experiences. Let's see what else we can pull out for Capricorn. I don't feel like I'm giving you a lot of nitty-gritty advice here, except expect some major disruption, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities presenting themselves to you, if they haven't already, that are going to kind of put you in places of having to make decisions. Three of Hearts. It could be a third party or a third element involved. This is traditionally like the player card. I don't think you're in a relationship. I think you're out of one, but I think you're looking for one with the Six of Hearts here. It says indecisiveness, though. Perhaps you are trying to decide between two people. It's very possible that's what this is about. It does have to do with emotional matters, so if it's not romantic in nature, there's some kind of indecisiveness around the emotional, something emotional. Let's just put it that way. What else can you tell me about Capricorn and their November? Yeah, you just did complete something here that fulfilled a wish. This is about things being satisfied on a deep, deep level. I would say that this is about the relationship that ended back here, except we do have this Ten of Spades that talks about devastation. Perhaps it's a bittersweet thing. In one sense, you're very happy that it's over. On the other sense, it was devastating to go through it. Just to remind you here, this Ten of Spades is pretty... It's a loss that causes grief. It's not like, woohoo, yay, you know? It's I'm so glad this happened, but it looks like in retrospect, you're perhaps enjoying, you know, the effects of it. Let's put it that way. You just didn't know how much happiness it was going to bring you. Any more cards of advice for Capricorn? Three of Clubs. Well, that's an interesting little twist. So it looks like some communication needs to happen here involving a third person or some kind of third element. A subject that needs to be addressed. You know, that kind of thing. When I say element, it literally could be anything under the sun. But this talks about communication not being clear and being unstable in some manner. Maybe it's just a matter of you're trying to get in touch with somebody, perhaps to close out the end of this relationship, and every time you go to talk to them on the phone, they're busy, they're not available, or you have to go, like you can never connect. It could be that kind of thing. Or it could be that something needs to come out in the open. Something needs to be said. It could be that kind of thing. I'm not really sure. Again, this reading was kind of all over the place. It's talking about a lot of different things going on, but there's a ton of opportunities for you here, especially with personal growth. It was all destined to happen. And it's opening up the way for new relationships, whatever form those take. I still see, I'm gonna be honest, Capricorn, I still see an element of chaos in your readings. They're just, we did have one card of things being unsettled, but with this, this disruption and having to make decisions, to me, is not, it's not that you're in a settled place. It's not like you're on a trajectory in a definite path. I still see there's a lot of, it's just branching out in all different directions. Different areas of your life are just not settled. And that's kind of been a theme for you the last few months, at least in my readings. So I hope that helped. If you want to see when the next video comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe notifications. And take care until I see you again.